Attention viewer, you are watching the world's biggest monster truck diecast YouTube channel. This is Monster Jam OCD.
Well, hello Monster Jam fans, and welcome back to another Monster Jam OCD review video. Today we are taking a look at something that usually you don't see on this channel, especially from Spin Master. This is my first time ever actually showing off a prototype from Spin Master, but this is my first time showing off a Spin Master prototype on my channel. This one is actually what we call really an FEP sample, or final engineering prototype, I believe, or pilot, one of those two. Basically the last step before production. This might be a little earlier than FEP because final engineering means you're about to enter production with it. This would be more along the lines of an FEP prototype looking vehicle because this was the one that was produced. But either way, we have an earlier sample of Team Meents here today, which is right here. As you can see, it looks a little different than the one we did get in the end. Basically, this is the paint color that they were going to run with before the finalized change was made to make it this golden color. And I'm here today to kind of compare all the different colors of Team Meents that we've gotten from the diecast companies and show you guys which one really in the end is the most accurate. And honestly, is actually still Mattel's Team Meents from 2017. This one is the best color and also the best logo that we've had for Team Meents yet. However, Spin Master does get the win with the casting work, obviously, and the additional details of Tom Meents and USHRA. Those things are great, but the colors seem to be scattered across the entire board here. So we'll start with the original Team Meents, which is a pretty good color match. The Team Meents body in real life kind of had a weird color tone. Sometimes it would be a little bit darker of a bronze copper color, and then most of its lifetime on the tour in 2001 was with this a little bit brighter than copper color. I'm not sure what you would call this. It's more of a burnt gold color. And you can see this is exactly the color that Team Meents ran in real life. Also, I've mentioned this in my 5-pack review. The outline around the logo is missing from Spin Master's version, and that's a big detail as well. You can see that silver outline around the logo, which is a little bit of a loss on the Spin Master one. But this paint color is exactly how Team Meents should have been done by Spin Master. They also got the accurate detail of the golden rims. However, Mattel did a little bit of a weird color gold that didn't match right. Their original Team Meents matched better. But this gold color, there's got to be an in-between color between these two that would match better. But Spin Master did go with the gray rims, or silver rims, whatever you want to call them, for their Team Meents release. Now, this was the official one released to the public. You can see this paint color difference is drastic. And this is way too gold for a Team Meents truck. This is almost a Goldberg style color. And that might have been the reason they did it, to help sell. Or they just thought the other one was just too kind of, it almost looks green. But, you know, there's a weird balance that needs to happen here in the middle, and the middle ground would have been this color right here. So the progression of colors should have stopped right here, but they went full gold instead of this kind of slightly bronze-ish color, or what do you want to call it. So yeah, this is an interesting kind of compromise that they went with this super gold versus this classic original color. I have to be honest, I agree with their decision not to go with this paint scheme after actually seeing it in person and seeing it under a better lighting and comparing it to the finalized one. It's not that bad, honestly. If they went with this, I wouldn't be disappointed. It's much better in terms of like matching the real truck. But when you look back at it, the golden color stands off much better. However, both of them still lack that outline around their logos, which is critical. But if we had to do this again one more time with Team Meents by Spin Master, I would definitely advise them to go and try to find this exact or close to this color paint. If they found this paint and did the outlines around the logos, they would have a perfect Team Meents, also the gold rims. But even if they didn't do the gold rims and they just did the paint color and the outline update, we would have a perfect Team Meents. I mean, I wouldn't be complaining. But it's also nice to see the ideas and the plans and sometimes how they change over time. Usually you won't see this kind of stuff reach the public, and it kind of just stays behind closed doors, mostly forgotten, I'm sure, by most of the teams, because they work on so many things. They're not just isolated onto one item. They're doing so many. I mean, look how many things they release in a year. So this is probably like a quick done and done decision that's not really looked at any further than a quick approval process. So you can see this Team Meents here was just one of the earlier ideas, and it does still contain the metallic metal flake inside the paint, which is nice. But, you know, I get it. It is a bit pale. It almost looks green. And this one's just too gold. So like I mentioned, this compromise color, Mattel got it perfectly right. And Mattel has always done a fabulous job with their paint colors, especially paint matching. So I give them props for their continuity with that. However, their casting completely failed us. So Spin Master would definitely, I would definitely advise or suggest to Spin Master on behalf of the community, if they ever release Team Meents again in a singles pack release or so, I would definitely reach for this middle ground color. Too pale, too gold, but this one is perfect. Also, update some logos and then you're good to go. So there it is, the Team Meents prototype or early production sample of its original paint color. And let me know what you guys think about the paint colors of Team Meents in the comments below. Would you have rather had this one over this one? I kind of want to know and get a feedback poll going in the comments there about which one you guys prefer. So anyway, your guys' opinions matter. Comment below, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Ryan or Monster Jam OCD, signing out.